Good morning. Welcome to Crochet Vox, to RocksChat. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. I remembered to say this. I've got really, you're wondering why I'm wringing my hands. It's not because I'm like servile or anything. It's just that I have some really intensive moisturiser on them, and it just feels like it never sinks in, ever. And maybe it doesn't, I don't know. I have to say, I feel like they are getting a little better. I mean, it's still there, these little sores, but that one's gone. Yeah, more or less. Well, no, it hasn't. It's still there a little bit. But I do feel they're getting a bit better. Don't know for sure. But I think, you know, using wool hasn't helped. When I was doing the swatches before, I made things with lots of wool, and that possibly reacted. Don't know. I have no idea what it is, so it's all just assumptions, isn't it? Let's do the joke. Retired people's jokes this time. What is a retired's bedtime? 3 hours after he falls asleep on the couch. Mind you, I mean, that would have been my bedtime any time of my life. Because, you know, watching a film, allow yourself to lay down just a little bit. Gone. Every single time. And, yeah. I've been moaned at lots of times in my life for falling asleep watching a film. And now I do it to Gary. Because whenever we watch anything, I look round and there he is. You know. And I go, Gary, you haven't got long left. You might as well just stick with it. But it's so hard once that tiredness, once that little bit of shut-eye creeps in. You can't really spur yourself awake again, no matter what you do. Sit on the edge of the chair, have a coffee or something. No, still the same. That rustle is not a sound effect. It's actually a bag of yarn. Yeah, indeed it is. Yesterday, I went along to a little yarn festival. It was small because it was in a shop. That Sharon told me about, the lovely Sharon. And I did think, you know, that there was a chance I could bump into Sharon while I was there. And as soon as I got out the car, she was. Hello. How strange is that? We just literally parked, got out the car, and she's sort of walking by it. So that is the first time, the absolute first time I've ever met a subscriber. How about that? That is crazy, isn't it? First time. I mean, I don't go anywhere. You know, like Jan Carruthers goes, Yarndale, all those other dales and all those other yarn fests. I've never been, you know, so I don't get put out there. I don't show my face. So no one's ever really gone, oh, hello, you're thingamy off of What's It, aren't you? No one's ever really done that to me. Although they did do it to Madonna Ballard when she went out shopping. But, you know, that's what I mean. Put yourself in the public, then you might go, I'm like a hermit. I'm like a hermit crab. And this is my shell. You know, that's how it is. But Tuesday, not so much. Tuesday, I am going to Ashford because it's Harley's birthday. He'll be 6. Oh my God, I can't believe he's 6. Where do the years just fly? Where do they go? It's just, and he's getting so big, as 6-year-olds tend to do. Not baby. It's you know. So anyway, yeah, Tuesday I will still the yarn that I got yesterday will be my quest for yarn on Tuesday. My Yarn Fix Tuesday will be this yarn. I will show you what I bought, because there were 3 shops. One I didn't entertain, and I'll tell you all about it. And 2 I did get something from. 1 maybe just a little something. So I will show you on Tuesday. So there was a American phrase that I need you guys across the pond to explain the meaning of. I know what it means, kinda. I know what it's used in connection with, but I don't know what the actual significance of the words are. Okay? And it has a swear word in it. Okay? So that swear word rhymes with ducking and starts with an F. And the other word is A. So ducking A, or when people go, yeah, ducking A, I know what their meaning is, an exclamation. But what is the A? Or eh? I don't know what that A is and why they say it. So if you can explain that one to me, I would be truly grateful. So this is our word of the day, is ducking with an F, A. So heard it in just about every kind of series that had any kind of action in it, from Dexter all the way to today. You know, I've heard it loads in movies, in programs. I was going to say films. Movies are films. So yeah, and it's one that we all know, we all hear, and we all kind of know the gist. But where's that come from then? What does the A mean? I mean, is it A or E? E-H. I need you to explain this. Okay. Because the universe isn't right until I know. That's true. So that's our word of the day, guys. I mean, we haven't had words of the day like ongoing for ages, have we? But why did I do that? I don't know. Maybe it's because I thought I could make some sense of my eyebrows, which do tend to go all over the place with my kind of like moisturiser, perhaps. I don't know. I have weird eyebrows. Just, you know, getting onto the subject of eyebrows. My odd, they're like, I don't do anything to them, but they're kind of naturally okay there and then sparse all the way around the outside. So I never have to shape them. The only thing I have to do is get rid of unruly sprouts that kind of, I don't mean Brussels, you know, I mean like hairs that that appear in the most inopportune places, like there, you know, like the unibrow. I haven't got a unibrow, but I've got a few hairs that appear there, and one or two that are on this bit, which are weird, and every now and then I just have to get rid of those. But other than that, my eyebrows are so kind of insignificant that I've never had to do anything with them. And I certainly couldn't make them look bushy. In the odd occasion that I've got a brow box and I've made them darker, and I look at myself, I think, oh my God, you look like Groucho Marx, because I'm just not used to seeing it. I still haven't used that brow pencil that I got from Temu. Do you remember my Temu orders? Or you might not, because I did that on RockSteady. So I unboxed all my Temu stuff over on RockSteady, but the craft stuff I brought back over here. Now, I did see a male YouTuber. I don't know if it's like smells like yarn or smells great guy. I don't know. He did a whole yarn Temu order, but they had sent him the yarn. Temu had actually sent him this and asked him to like show it. So the only problem I have with that is they show what they want to show and they don't show what they don't want you to see. But the yarn that I ordered was nothing whatsoever like the Karen cake, the cotton cakes that it was meant to look like. However, I've not used it to know if it was any good or not. Maybe I will. Maybe, if I ever get around to it. I didn't bring a drink in. I'm really thirsty this morning. So yeah, yesterday, Gary took a break from his, I was going to say banging and screwing, but that just sounds really bad. DIY-ing. That sounds a little better. And we went out just to have a look and, yeah, of the yarn, in the yarn festival within the shop. And there were about, oh, I'll tell you more on Tuesday, but there were lots of yarn dyers and stuff like that. So then last night, after watching the football, which was eventful, and a little bit of rugby and stuff like that, we watched some Sanditon. With Gary and I getting into Sanditon. It's a bit, how can I put it? It's a very innocent program to watch, isn't it? If you don't want anything really badly untoward, then, you know, that's the show for you. And it's kind of a nice show. So we're kind of watching that, and then I went into Jan Carruthers live stream for a little while, but my eyes were getting so blurry. I was so tired that my eyes were blurring, and light was hurting them. So in the end, I had to go to bed. But as soon as my head touched the pillow, I was gone, which is good. So yeah, I had a pretty decent kind of day and night, really. Wasn't bad. Today we've got roast beef, so it's going to be even better. Just saying. So I need to brush up on this tutorial, this one, because Gary's at work tomorrow, and hopefully I'm going to be able to do this as a tutorial, and maybe my square, you know, the one I made my scarf. It depends on how much time I get, but I'm going to try, and hopefully I won't get interruptions. We had a little bit of bad news yesterday, and it's not massively bad. It is for Gary, but we ordered the stain for our wood. You know, I said we were going to stain this kind of wood. I will show it to you once it's done. But then we were going to varnish it, and I ordered the stain from Amazon, and it was due to arrive. It was very annoying, but they said between, I think it was the 25th till yesterday, basically. And we stayed in for the most part until yesterday, when we figured, oh, you know what, they leave it with a neighbour and put a note on the window. Got home, still wasn't here, so then I looked and it said should arrive by 8 o'clock, running late. So I thought, okay, whatever. 8 o'clock came, looked again. Sorry, we're having trouble delivering your item. It will now be expected up until the 4th. So it obviously isn't on the truck at all, is it? It's obviously not. Otherwise it would be today or tomorrow. But a load of rubbish, to be honest. I do not understand. And it said if it does not arrive by the 4th, you can come back here for a refund. Well, that's not good enough, is it? I wanted the stuff and he's waiting for it. So, you know, I should have known it was too good to be true, that it was a little bit cheaper. Shouldn't have been so tight. That's what it is. There's a lot to be said for just going to the shop, isn't there, and buying it and having it there in your hand. Certainly is. All this online-y business, you know, I shouldn't really moan. I've got a shop online. I don't mean yarn, of course. Yarn's fine. It's just goods, you know, like paint or varnish or wood stain. If only they stocked that, all the colours of it in all of the shops around here, we would have got it. But no, they didn't. And they're tiny cans. And, you know, we've got a wall, a whole length of a hallway. Speaking of online shoppies and the yarn shop, this is all back to normal now, thank goodness. No more, but it was a bug, believe it or not. A bug in the system. And it was it only affected the weight of that product. You know, no other weights were involved. Just one that didn't allow that weight to show up on any shipping. Weird. But then, you know, that's bugs for you, isn't it? They are meant to be a bit weird. Getting really good at this. But then again, the next time I touch it, I'll get it totally wrong. Because that's what happens, isn't it? So yeah, that's all sorted now. Thank goodness for that. And I'm going to be packing one up today, ready to send off tomorrow. My first mystery bag, Santa sack, is on its way tomorrow. How about that? How cool. It's a bit of a slow day today. A bit of a slow day. It's Sunday. You know, I was watching the news this morning. It was all political. And, you know, it reminded me of why I hate watching that sort of thing, because they ask a question, they don't give them time to answer, they don't answer properly, then they ask it again, it's just back and forth, then they all talk at the same time, and then they argue at the same time, and I just think, oh, off. You know, this is one of the reasons I kind of gave up on all that stuff a long while ago. I used to be very political in my day. You know, when I was younger, I was quite actively political. Okay. Actively political. used canvas. I actually stood as a counsellor once, only in a safe seat. I knew I wouldn't win, but there you go, still stood. Got the leaflet to prove it and everything somewhere. But yeah, those were the days when I had faith in the system and, you know, liked a good debate. Now it's like, oh, shut up and turn off. That's me signifying my remote control. But you know what I mean? I can't be doing with it anymore. There's too much aggro in life. There's too much aggro as it is without them adding to it, you know. Now, what am I going to do as well? I want to get that mile a minute done. The only reason I haven't done a tutorial for it by now is the fact that I wasn't really happy with the corner. As a strip, they're perfect. If that was a bag strap, it'd be absolutely amazing. But when you join it to another one, I had a little bit of an issue with the top part. Laying in bed either last night or this morning, I can't remember when, I had a little epiphany. Sometimes I do that. And quite often, if I don't write them down, I forget them. But this time I haven't forgotten it. And I'm going to give it a try. But obviously I want to do the tutorial for this and that square. Maybe you can do a blanket with it. You can do anything with it, to be honest with you. But I made a scarf, as you know. I wasn't sure what to do on the end of the scarf. There is a few... gone dry now. I haven't got a drink. Hang on a sec. I've spotted some water. I know it, and I don't want to open my can. It's my can cozies. I'm going to have a quick drink. Excuse me. That's good. Yeah, I usually have a glass, but I didn't have one today, so swig it from the bottle. Never mind, it's only mine, isn't it? Anyway, I forgot what I was saying now. Oh yeah, the scarf. I've had in my mind a few to make, and I got some in a magazine once. I got some diddy widdy itsy bitsy, I mean tiny, the size of perhaps your thumbnail, pom-poms. And what the heck am I going to do with those? And then I thought, you know what, that would look nice if I had a scarf and I just put them along the edge. So one lot of fuchsia pink and the other lot of orange. And I did start making an orange scarf. Do you remember the orange yarn that was here? It's not there anymore. I did start with that. Didn't really work out. But probably the stitch, you know. Anyway, you might have noticed the twist and shout has all disappeared from in here. Yep. All of it's gone. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start uploading some of it to my shop, because I know people keep asking me about that sparkly twist and shout yarn, the mauve one especially, and the orange one, all of them in fact. So I do have rather an abundance. When it was when they were selling it off, I did go and buy loads so that I could sell it, and I haven't done it yet. I've got loads that I can upload to my shop, and rather than do it, I'll put it there and I'll do that later. You know, that one of those sort of jobs. So yeah, I'll have to do that. Anyway, so I will do that. I will perfect the mile a minute as well, and get that as a tutorial, and maybe do a scarf with those little pom-poms, because, you know, they are cute. And I do need to use them for something. And I thought they'd look nice just on the edge, on the bottom edge of a scarf. Can't use it for the new one though, because the colours of them won't work at all. But you know what would work maybe is that Papatia yarn that I have in my shop that is orange and all different colour oranges. I don't know if the orange pom-poms are too dark for that or not. I'll have to suss that out. Anyway, I'm going to get off, upload this video, and I've already done my winners, so today is a new giveaway. I'll do that a little bit later. And I will see you bright and early tomorrow. Well, not maybe. Bright and a little early, maybe. Mid-afternoon. No. I don't get up that late. So I'll see you in the morning, as well as for the giveaway, but that's not really talking to you, is it? Well, it is. I'm just going to go because I'm getting bogged down with nitty-gritty. But don't forget, I need to know what ducking means. Well, I know what it means. I know what it sort of signifies, but I want to know what it is. Know what I mean? See you on the next one. Bye for now.